So today we're not in the studio, and instead we're in the NCIX offices sitting on a couch. Why, you might ask? Well, we wanted to bring you a few things that you might want to use if you want to become more of a couch gamer without abandoning your PC. Something I've actually been doing a fair amount of lately. Couch gaming. That way, you know, my son can play with his balls, like the plastic balls. You know, it's really funny because he always says, he always comes up to me, he's like, play balls? Play balls? And I'm like, yeah, I know what you mean, but like my mind, it just goes these other places. Anyway, let's get into this video. All right, so let's start with the setup that I've got going on right here. This is a Nerdy Tech Couchmaster, which uses imitation leather on top of a solid frame. It comes with an integrated hub and cable management on the underside that allows you to, see, I don't have these on right now, but there you go. There's like hubs and cable management and all that stuff going on. So you can actually run an active or powered USB cable. Active cables are available in up to 5-meter lengths, and you can even double them up if you need to run a very long wire to reach your computer, so that you can actually run wired peripherals on it. So we've got a Funk MS3 as well as a KB460 and then a Funk mouse pad all set up here, so you could have pretty much a desktop gaming experience, but from the comfort of your couch. And then the whole thing, it comes with some Velcro, so you can actually keep your keyboard and mouse pad Velcroed to it. And then it also comes with a little pouch, so you can tuck your mouse into that on the side whenever you are not using it. And then you can just kind of take the whole thing and lift it up and like move it aside when you actually need to emerge from your fortress of solitude that you've built for yourself for whatever else it is that you need to do. So the purpose of these is to provide reliable, responsive wired gaming. And if you're wondering, why not just use a wireless keyboard? Well, if you're okay with membrane keys, then that's fine. But if you want a decent mechanical keyboard that's wireless, then pretty much good luck. And they are, of course, subject to interference, especially at longer ranges. I use a Bluetooth like Air keyboard / mouse unit for my own media PC, and while it works most of the time, sometimes it's not that reliable. But, okay, let's say that you're not necessarily going to be doing the whole, there we go, keyboard mouse experience from the couch. There are lots of options for wireless control, whether you're running a Steam machine or whether you are running like a just an all-out Windows PC that's connected to your TV. And here we have a bunch of different Xbox One and PlayStation 4 controllers. And these, okay, keep in mind, guys, there is software to allow both of these to run in Windows. So you don't have to be like, oh, well, I don't use an Xbox One or a PlayStation 4. No, it's not about that. You can use these, and they're both good controllers. So yeah, there you go. All right. So there's the stock ones, or there's these. And these aren't just any controllers. They're from Evil Controllers, and Carlos over at evilcontrollers.com sent us these. On their site, they have 360 controllers, PS2 controllers, DIY kits, and replacement parts with all kinds of like crazy modded out stuff going on. So let's start with this PS4 one. First of all, compared to the stock one, it comes with a custom glossy shell. It actually has our very own NCIX Tech Tips logo emblazoned on the grip. It has nickel bullet, like rear of bullet style buttons on the side, and they can do as many crazy things as they want, including even replacing large parts of the internals, which brings us to the Xbox One controller. It features a custom matte digi-camo blue painted shell with the same text and logos on the grip. It also has a modded guide button here from the stock white color to a red color, and the buttons are modified as sensitive buttons. They have a mechanical clicky feel compared to the mushy regular ones and require 2 nanograms of force. Really? Nanograms? That doesn't seem right. Okay, well, whatever. According to them, it requires 2 nanograms of force rather than the 160 grams compared to the originals, while having 4 times less travel for actuation, which I can actually feel. This has also been given their Master Mod treatment just for those FPS or third-person shooters on the Xbox, so, you know, Halo, Gears of War, anyone. And this feature means you've got adjustable rapid fire, drop shot for auto-prone firing, and fast reload macros, auto scope, auto run, and auto spot. Everything here is truly customizable. Pick and choose whatever mods you want. The list is quite extensive and can also get pretty expensive. But what if you just don't even want to be on your couch at all? Whether it's, you know, with a controller and a wireless headset, or you got like a USB wired headset and you hook that into your Couchmaster. Well, then this is the solution for you. This is the Sumo Lounge beanbag chair. We've actually got a couple different ones here. We've got a big one and a smaller one, and normally the smaller person would sit on the smaller one, but because I'm so small and we wanted to look somewhat the same size on camera, I had to sit on the big one. But anyway, don't worry too much about that. This is the Gamer and the Sultan. Plenty of space for chilling out and gaming. The Gamer has a roughly 3.5 by 3.5 foot footprint, and the Sultan has a 4.5 by 4.5 foot footprint that you can basically just lay in. The covers are removable and machine washable, and there's 10 different colors to pick from, and you can head over to sumolounge.com and use the code NCIX25 and you'll get 25% off anything over $199, and you'll get free shipping. And then the final piece of the puzzle that I mentioned very briefly before is, of course, finding a suitable gaming headset. So the one I'm wearing right now is the Corsair Vengeance 2100. This one is USB, it's wireless, it supports Dolby 7.1 or just regular stereo operation. It's wide, it's got big ear cups, it's got memory foam, it's got 50mm drivers, closed back design with pretty good isolation as well as a noise cancelling condenser microphone at the end. But it's not the only solution, because if you do happen to also be a console gamer and you want to game on your PC, console, whatever else, then you might want to check out the SteelSeries H wireless. That one is cross-platform compatible, has a control dock that you can control with little dials and switches on the back of the ear cups, and allows you to switch between different sources, so you basically never actually have to get up. Which is not necessarily a, terrible thing. So there you have it, guys. This was our episode on some of our tips for couch gaming. Thank you for watching. Let us know what your weapons of choice are for couch gaming in the video description. Who knows, maybe you'll give us some great ideas and we'll do like a round 2 of this particular episode with some of your suggestions. And in the meantime, don't forget to subscribe so you can watch all of our other videos, and so that you don't miss the hypothetical part 2 of couch gaming, which I'm not promising. They're all giving me funny looks right now. I'm not saying we'll necessarily do that, just if like some great ideas roll in and all that kind of stuff. Anyway, peace out, guys.